Hi everyone, Auntie Speaks here. How you doing? We're going to have some fun and we're going to look at teachers during Pride Month, which I don't know, in my day that you didn't really know anything about your teachers. They just taught you. But we're going to have some fun and see how it's done now in kindergarten and elementary school and all of that lovely stuff. So let's take a look.
It's like you put a spell on me, always on my mind, on my mind.
Well, that's not too bad. I mean, I don't know if I would be taking kids to Pride, but at least these kids look a little older. They look maybe 16 or 17. It's just weird to me. When in my day it was Mr. Erickson and Mrs. Johnson, and you didn't know anything about your teachers. You didn't know if they were married, you didn't know if they had children, and you definitely didn't do like fun activities on the weekend with them. I think there should be like a line that a teacher is a teacher and you respect them and they're there to teach you. They're not your friend. So it's a little weird, but at least these are like older kids. Let's look at some more.
So my kinders walked into class today, and I'm a specialist, so they only see me twice a week, and saw my flag on the wall for the first time, and they were like, "Oh, our other teacher has one of those too." And I said, "Do you know what it means?" And he goes, "It means everyone is welcome." I'm sorry, if my students are brainwashed into thinking that everyone is welcome. Sorry, not sorry. But bless you.
Okay. Your kinders walked in. I'm assuming that's kindergarten. Yeah, I just don't feel like any discussions with kindergarten should be around anything having to do with anything. Heterosexuals, homosexuals, trans, whatever, this or that. I just don't think it's necessary. And I don't think it's good. Kids need to be kids. They don't think of stuff like this. And you're lying to them. That flag does not mean everybody is welcome. It might mean that to you, and that's beautiful and lovely, but that's not what the flag means. So you're actually lying to these kids and giving them misinformation. They could go home and bring up a rainbow and say, "Look, this is what this means." So I don't think this is a good plan. I think you should just teach them the ABCs. I know that's really strange, but let's go back to just teaching them the ABCs, and you keep your personal life in your personal life. I know that's weird, but we should try that.
It's like you put a spell on me, always on my mind, on my mind.
Okay, I got you. Okay, so I know it's kind of silly. I don't know if lunchboxes are lame or kind of maybe back in trend again, but I don't know. We've just been talking about how you came out publicly, and how last time I told you to own it, and I've really been seeing that from you. I've been seeing you just being so prideful about it. So I don't know, I just saw this, I thought it was cute, I thought you might like it. It's got little rainbows on it. Don't have to use it if you don't want to, but here you go.
Okay, well, the first one's kind of funny. You couldn't hear that, but it was like the Star Wars theme in the dun 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 dun, like he was storming the castle or something like that. So whatever, you're storming the castle because woohoo, you're gay. Wow. It makes you so special. Second lady, once again, I don't ever remember talking about my sexuality to my teacher. I just don't think that is where you should be having those conversations. Now, if she was a counselor, okay, I apologize if this is a counselor, because that is, probably an appropriate situation. But your math teacher or your English teacher, maybe I'm old fashioned, but there used to be a line of separation between teacher and student. They're not your friend. They're not your buddy. You're there to teach them. And there should be separation. Separate from your students.
So I've been thinking about this a lot, and I know that that we, and by we I mean queer educators, talk a lot about how important it is to be visibly queer for our queer students. But I think it's just as important that we're visibly queer for our homophobic students. So, for example, I had a student last year, and like I've said before, I am openly visibly queer, and I talk about being queer, and I mentioned ex-girlfriends when it comes up in conversation, right? And so the kids know these things about me.
Openly, visibly queer. Okay, once again, different generation. Where I come from, queer was a very bad word. If you were being not so nice to someone, you use that word. So I don't think I can ever get used to people using that to describe themselves. So that's number one. Why did we have to take that word, which for most of us is just a bad word? And you're visibly queer. I don't know what that means. Being homosexual is not a new thing. It's been around forever, since the dawn of time. It doesn't make you special. And once again, you talk about your relationships with your children. Why would you ever be talking about a date with your kids? I don't even care what age. They could be seniors, and you should not be talking about your dates with kids. This crosses a line. You are a teacher. That is what you're there to do. Please, could we stop this? This doesn't make any sense, and it's confusing for kids. Kids need to know there's a line, and you are trampling all over that line, and we're getting close to that word that you guys don't like us calling you, but it kind of feels a little like that. Just a little bit. I don't know.
It's like you put a spell on me, always on my mind, on my mind.
Okay, fine. It's a parade. To those young kids, they're just walking around in a parade, but I'm just these kids are 4 years old. They have absolutely no idea what pride is. They don't know what the heck is going on. Why do we have to take kids and put them in strange situations where they're we're walking around a parade, yay! They have no idea what's going on. I think it's weird. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting too old and I don't understand it, but somebody educate me, please.
I love a good Pride Month. But Pride Month does not mean we get to go on vacation from using our outside voices. Yes, it's important we celebrate how far we've come, but also remember to advocate and push for more. So far this year has been a doozy for the queer community, with all these states passing anti-LGBTQIA+ policies, queer books and education being banned. We also have queer teachers being targeted by extreme MAGA supporters and politicians.
Okay. So here's the good stuff, right? Here's the good stuff. So it's been a doozy of a year. Yeah. Libs of TikTok has really shown us way into the classroom, farther than we ever wanted to see. So once again, the anti-gay bill in Florida. You do realize that there is nothing in that bill about anti-gay or anti-gender. You know what it says? It says, you know what? Kids should be kids. And you as a teacher should not be talking to them about gender, about heterosexuality or homosexuality or any type of sexuality up till about, I don't know, grade 3. Grade 3. I mean, that doesn't sound like a lot. And you can't talk about your sexual exploits on the weekend. You can't talk about your girlfriends or boyfriends that you're dating with your kids who are under grade 3, which is what, like 11, 12? I don't know. That's been a long time for me. And that's bad. And MAGA people MAGA means racist. Didn't you know MAGA means racist? And anti-LGBT. Yeah, we're totally anti-LGBT. Yeah. Guess what? When, we don't care. We really don't care what you do with yourself. We don't. We just don't care. But you know what? We think it should maybe stay out of the classroom. And the banning the books. Oh, I've seen pictures of what those books are talking about. And you know what? I didn't see books like that till I was like 20. So it's just saying that maybe you shouldn't show them to 10-year-olds. I don't know. Age appropriate. It's not asking for that much. Really?
But please have faith. There has been some good. The Biden-Harris administration, they reversed a discriminatory ban that didn't allow trans service members to serve in our military. It is imperative we get the United States Senate to pass the Equality Act and put it on our president's desk. We gotta get that legislation signed. So use that big, beautiful, bold, queer voice that you have. Get loud. Call your senators and demand equality. Take your advocation to the streets. Because this Pride Month, we're gonna celebrate and advocate.
Okay. So, there's a lot here. So why would someone want to ban trans people in the military? I mean, Trump was one of the most positive LGBTQIA plus presidents ever. Though you guys who loved Obama, well, he was against gay marriage until like 5 seconds ago. So why? Why wouldn't you want people who are trans in the military? Well, I don't know, because maybe their job is to fight a war. And if you have an issue like transgenderism, where you are on medication, pretty serious medication, a lot of it does serious damage to your body. I don't know, maybe that doesn't make you the most efficient fighter and not the most efficient combat unit. Because what do? You just throw the man into the women's locker room. They live there. They dress there. They do everything there. I don't know. And okay, the Gender Equality Act, really? Do you know what that was for? That was for women. And do you know why the Republicans are against the Gender Equality Act? Because you know what that would mean? That would mean you could never say a transgender woman can't walk into a ladies' locker room. Or compete on a ladies' sports team. If you don't know, I did an entire video about ladies' sports. I know quite a bit about ladies' sports. But I can tell you something else. Women are very, very uncomfortable with their bodies. Very uncomfortable with their bodies. In most locker rooms, especially for younger girls, they don't like to undress even in front of girls. And you're just going to say with the Gender Equality Act that any man can say that he's a woman and he can walk in there? That doesn't create any problem for you at all? None? Okay, guys, I thought this one would be like a little fun and a little lighter than some of the other stuff that I've done, but maybe I'm just not a light and fluffy person. So anyways, thank you guys so much. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you want me to hear me talking about. I'm brand new to all this, so I'm just sort of blindly working my way through all the things that just pop into my strange little mind. Alrighty, so thank you. We'll see you on the next one.